Hello YouTube, this is my Jeep JK. I wanted to do a quick video here on wheel spacers. You read on all the forums about how horrible they are and nobody likes them and they're dangerous. I don't think so. You do what you need to do and what you feel safe with, but this is my opinion. I run wheel spacers, obviously. I've had no problems with them at all. I ran them on my previous Jeep before this one. So I've probably got 250,000 miles on wheel spacers. This is my thoughts on them. First, buy brand name ones. Don't get you some junk ones off eBay or Amazon. Buy something you know what you're buying. These are Spydex. Arguably the best ones out there. Normally these are blue. I just got some black ones. I don't know if these are limited edition or they do it all the time or whatever, but usually these are blue. And this is how I install them. When you get them, you get some red Loctite. I don't like red. Once you put the red on there, it is a bitch to get off. Usually you have to heat it up with like a little propane torch or something. I do want these to be able to come off so I can change out my rotors and stuff when I need to. I live in the South and it's humid. I drove this thing yesterday and they're already rusted up. But anyway, use blue. Blue Loctite works fine. This stuff will seal it up. It holds really strong, but you can get it off when it's time to. Clean everything. Wipe all your studs down with rubbing alcohol or brake clean. Take a little brush and soap. Clean the rotors behind it. Clean everything. Prep work matters. And torque everything. I use a Mac. Buy you a good torque wrench. Not some Chinese crap from Harbor Freight or something from a yard sale that's been banged around, you know, who knows what's happened to the thing. Buy you a good quality torque wrench and torque them. Torque them to 100 pounds. You know, you go do the crisscross pattern. I torque mine to about 85, then go around and torque them to 100. I do the same thing with the rims, and I have had no problems. Do not retorque these. You torque them, you leave them. Because if you retorque them, it defeats the purpose of using this. It's like glue. So you're gluing these on here basically, and then if you go back, you know, 100 miles, 500 miles, whatever, and retorque them, you break the seal. So do it right the first time. Second of all, when you're getting wheel spacers, make sure they're hub centric. That means there's this little ridge on here. See it? That little ridge fits in here in your vehicle. All the rims are not hub centric. Jeeps are, or at least the Wranglers. The Liberties aren't. There might be some others that are or aren't. I don't know. That because your rim is actually sitting on this. These just hold your rim up to this. This is holding a lot of the weight. These really don't hold the weight of your vehicle. This does, and these do. That's why they're concaved. And the rim sits on here and sits on here. These just hold it up against this. That's how that works. The other thing people say, it wears your wheel bearings out. Okay, maybe a little bit. They're not that wide. You already have this big old thick thing here where it's sticking out. And then really you're only, you know, coming out extra inch and a half or whatever. These are inch and a quarter. I am really positive it's not making that much difference. Taking it off-road, going in the mud and the dirt and the sand, that's going to make far more of a difference and affect the lifespan of your wheel bearings than these. And here's the part I always find funny. People say, don't get wheel spacers, get offset on your rims. Yeah, it probably is better. If you get the correct offset, It's just one less thing you have bolted on your truck that can fail. I agree with that. But I really don't think these are going to fail. But to the wheel bearings, the offset, your wheel bearings don't know if you have this or if the offset on your rim's different. The bottom line is your rim's sitting in the same spot. Different offset on the rim, using these, same thing. Wheel bearings don't know. They don't say, oh damn, he's got wheel spacers, so we're going to wear out, but hey, this guy, he's got proper offset on his rims and he doesn't need wheel spacers, so we're going to last longer. Doesn't know that. Offset on your rim is, these rims are off of Mojave, a Gladiator Mojave. So they have a different offset than your regular Wrangler or Gladiator rims. But the offset, if you can see it on here, is where this comes out. This face right here is closer to the back of the rim on this by like, I think, 1/4 of an inch or something compared to your regular Wrangler. And then with the wheel spacers, it does. If you don't have wheel spacers, you can bring this out farther to get the clearance you need between your tire up here and the parts behind, on your Jeep, so you have clearance. But your axle bearings or your axles don't know if your spacing's coming from this, or in my case, a combination of both. Actually, what sold me on these, because I was kind of iffy reading all the bad stories. I've never heard anybody say they had a bad experience, just all the things that could happen. And then I saw a post, well, it was on a forum. This was way before Facebook and stuff. This was many years ago, where a guy had these same brand, Spydex wheel spacers. Something happened. He had to swerve. He was on the street. He slammed into a curb at a funky angle, going kind of probably faster than he should have been. These didn't break. It cracked his rim. It had cracked the rim right through here. And rim was toast. Broke the rim. These were okay. That's when I saw it on the forum, and I noticed that he was friends, in real life, with a good friend of mine. So I talked to the friend of mine. He had talked to him personally and seen the vehicle and corroborated that had really what had happened. So I've been running these things for probably, not this particular set, but I've been running this brand wheel spacers for 11 years, give or take, 13 years, something, and no problems. Like I said, blue Loctite, clean everything, then blue Loctite, torque properly with a good torque wrench. Do the same with these when you put your rims on. You won't have any problems. I haven't had any problems. But like I said at the beginning of this video, you make your own decisions, you do your own research, your vehicle, your life. You do what you want. This is what I want to do. As always, happy Jeeping and God bless. Peace out.